We often think we know exactly what's going on inside our dogs' heads. But the reality is that their inner world is far more complex than we give them credit for. Recent studies suggest that, despite centuries of living side by side, we're only just beginning to unravel the mysteries of the canine mind. Research has shown that dogs possess a rich emotional and cognitive capacity, including feelings like empathy, loyalty, and even a rudimentary sense of morality. This new understanding forces us to reconsider just how much we truly know about our four-legged companions. We must acknowledge that there's still so much more to learn about what goes on in their world. Dogs have an undeniable presence in our lives, not just as loyal companions, but as cultural icons as well. They're our faithful friends, always ready to comfort and cheer us up, becoming an essential part of our families. Beyond that, dogs hold a prominent place in movies, cartoons, and pop culture, symbolizing unconditional love and bravery. From classic stories like Lassie to modern-day animations, dogs are portrayed as heroes and inseparable friends. This constant presence serves as a reminder of their importance, not just in our daily lives, but in the collective imagination of society. But how did dogs and humans become such close friends? This story is far more complex than you might imagine, and it started a long time ago. Dogs are, without a doubt, the most varied animals on the planet. Over time, they've been bred in so many different ways, resulting in an incredible variety of sizes, shapes, and temperaments. If an alien visited Earth today, it would be hard for them to understand that a tiny Chihuahua and a strong pit bull are the same species. This diversity comes from humans shaping dogs to meet their different needs, from protection to companionship. Each breed has its own unique characteristics, but they all share the same origin. This incredible variety is a testament to how adaptable dogs are and how they've become an essential part of our lives. Dogs have origins that spread across different continents and countries around the world. Each breed we know today originated in a specific place, adapted to the needs and environment of that region. For instance, Huskies came from the cold regions of Siberia, while Chihuahuas originated in Mexico. This diversity of origins shows how dogs developed uniquely in different parts of the world, influenced by climate, the type of work they did, and the people they lived with. Even with so many different origins, all dogs share the same history of partnership with humans. Initially, dogs were primarily bred to assist in hunting, playing a crucial role in human survival. They were trained to track, chase, and capture prey, making them indispensable companions in many cultures. However, over time, dogs began to be bred not just for their skills, but also for their appearance. Thus, they became symbols of status and objects of vanity, especially among nobility and elites. Specific breeds were developed to be displayed, with unique physical characteristics that reflected the taste and fashion of the time. This transformation shows how the relationship between dogs and humans evolved, moving beyond practical functions to include aspects of style and prestige. All the dogs we know today share 99.9% of their DNA with wolves, meaning they are practically identical genetically. Despite becoming so different in appearance and behavior, dogs and wolves are essentially almost the same species. This genetic similarity explains why dogs still retain many traits inherited from their wild ancestors, such as the ability to hunt in groups and a social structure based on hierarchies. This genetic closeness also helps us understand how dogs were domesticated from wolves, adapting to life alongside humans over the centuries. When humans lived by hunting, they ate almost every animal they could catch. But at some point in history, wolves began following humans, taking advantage of leftover food. This marked the beginning of an unexpected friendship. Over time, Some of the more docile wolves started living closer to humans, helping with hunting and protecting camps. In return, they received food and shelter. This symbiotic relationship evolved over the centuries, turning wild wolves into the domestic dogs we know today. This friendship, which began thousands of years ago, remains strong to this day. A fascinating discovery about the relationship between dogs and humans is how dogs use their facial expressions, ears, and tail to communicate with us. This set of signals conveys a strong sense of emotion, like happiness, sadness, and even concern. They are one of the few mammals capable of expressing emotions so clearly, almost like humans. This ability to show feelings through expressions is one of the reasons dogs have become so close to us. By observing a dog's gaze, their lowered ears, or wagging tail, we can understand what they're feeling, which further strengthens the bond between us and these amazing animals. A study conducted with guide dogs revealed something interesting. The puppies that didn't spend all their time with their mother ended up becoming better guide dogs than those who did. The likely reason for this is that these puppies, without the constant presence of their mother to help them, had to learn to fend for themselves more quickly. This early independence may have helped develop crucial skills like decision-making and adaptability. Another fascinating study showed that dogs have a surprising ability. They learn to follow human direction, such as a simple pointing gesture, more easily than chimpanzees, our closest relatives. Despite being a species far removed from humans, dogs seem to have developed this skill over thousands of years of living with people. They're excellent at interpreting our gestures and intentions, something that's less natural for chimpanzees. This ability to understand and follow human commands is one of the reasons dogs excel as companions and helpers in various tasks, from simple games to complex jobs like guide dogs and rescue dogs. There are several types of service dogs, each trained to perform specific tasks that help humans in different situations. For example, guide dogs assist visually impaired people in moving safely, while medical alert dogs are trained to detect health crises. These include seizures or drops in blood sugar levels. There are also emotional support dogs, which provide psychological support to people dealing with anxiety, depression, or other mental conditions. Additionally, search and rescue dogs are essential in emergencies, helping to locate missing people in hard-to-reach areas. Each type of service dog is an example of how versatile and intelligent these animals can be, playing vital roles in people's lives. This versatility is what makes dogs so unique and special. Besides their many skills, dogs also have something exclusive: their own fingerprint. A dog's nose is like a human's fingerprint. Each nose has a pattern of lines and marks that is unique to each dog, just as fingerprints are unique to us. This means that, just like no two people have the same fingerprints, no two dogs have identical noses. This unique feature is yet another proof of how extraordinary dogs are, with traits that make them unmistakable. In addition to having unique noses, dogs also stand out for the variety of sounds they can make, each with a different meaning. A dog's barks are not all the same. They can vary in length, tone, and intensity, each representing something specific. For instance, short, quick barks can indicate alertness or excitement, while long, drawn-out barks might signal loneliness or anxiety. Growls usually indicate that the dog feels threatened or is trying to protect something, while yelps or high-pitched barks might be a response to pain or fear. Even low, muffled barks can have their own meanings, like an invitation to play or a form of discreet communication. Dogs have a wide range of speeds, depending on the breed and size. The fastest recorded dog is the Greyhound, which can reach an impressive 72 kilometers per hour, 45 miles per hour. These dogs are famous for their agility and speed, especially in short races. The average speed for dogs, considering all breeds, is between 24 to 32 kilometers per hour, 15 to 20 miles per hour. This average reflects the diversity of breeds and their varying physical abilities. On the other hand, smaller breeds or those with less aerodynamic bodies, like the Basset Hound, are significantly slower. A Basset Hound, for example, can run at a speed of about 8 to 10 kilometers per hour, 5 to 6 miles per hour. Dogs have adapted to live in a variety of environments around the world, each with its own characteristics and challenges. In icy regions like the Arctic, we find dogs like the Siberian Huskies. These dogs have dense fur and are bred to pull sleds in extremely low temperatures. In hot and desert climates, breeds like the Saluki, originating from the Middle East, have slim bodies and short fur to withstand intense heat. In dense forests and woods, dogs like coonhounds are bred to track and hunt, using their keen sense of smell and ability to navigate difficult terrain. In rural areas, herding dogs like the Border Collie are known for their intelligence and agility, essential for controlling livestock in vast open spaces. Each breed has been shaped to adapt to its specific environment, demonstrating the incredible diversity and versatility of dogs in different parts of the world. A dog's hearing is significantly superior to that of humans in several aspects. While humans can hear sounds in a frequency range between 20 Hz and 20,000 Hz, dogs can hear sounds in a much wider range, between 40 Hz and 60,000 Hz. This allows them to detect higher-pitched sounds that humans cannot perceive, such as those emitted by small animals or electronic devices. A dog's vision is quite different from that of humans, adapted to their needs as hunters and guardians. While humans have detailed, color-rich vision, capable of perceiving a wide range of colors and fine details, dogs see the world more simply and in fewer colors. This adaptation serves their needs in their natural environment, where motion detection and night vision are more critical than color differentiation. Humans have 3 types of cone cells in the retina, allowing us to see vibrant colors, including red, green, and blue. Dogs, on the other hand, have only 2 types of cone cells, meaning their vision is dichromatic. They see well in shades of blue and yellow, but struggle to distinguish between red and green, which appear more like shades of gray or brown to them. However, dogs' night vision is superior to that of humans. They have a higher number of rod cells, responsible for detecting light in low light conditions. This means dogs can see better in dimly lit environments, such as at dusk or during the night. Additionally, dogs have a wider field of vision than humans, typically between 240 and 250, while humans have a field of vision of about 180. This characteristic allows dogs to detect movement around them more efficiently. In summary, while humans have richer color vision and finer detail perception, dogs excel in seeing in the dark and have a broader motion perception, traits that are crucial for their survival. A dog's sense of smell is incomparably more powerful than that of humans, making them true masters of scent. While humans have about 5 to 6 million olfactory receptors in their noses, dogs have between 220 to 300 million, depending on the breed. This massive difference allows dogs to detect smells with a precision and sensitivity far beyond human capability. Additionally, the part of the brain dedicated to processing smells is about 40 times larger in dogs than in humans, relative to the brain's total size. This means that dogs not only pick up more smells, but also process them in a much more complex way. They can identify different layers of a single scent and even track the source of a specific odor, something impossible for us. Dogs can detect smells at much lower concentrations than humans. For example, They can identify a drop of chemical substance dissolved in a volume of water equivalent to 20 Olympic-sized swimming pools. This extraordinary ability is why dogs are used in various roles. These include sniffing out explosives, drugs, and even detecting certain diseases like cancer. Their sense of smell is an incredible tool that makes dogs indispensable in many areas of human life, showcasing their remarkable capabilities. Scientific research has demonstrated that dogs possess an extraordinary ability to identify diseases in humans just by scent. In several studies, trained dogs were able to detect diseases like cancer, diabetes, and Parkinson's. They accomplished this simply by smelling blood samples or other bodily fluids. These findings are promising, suggesting that dogs could be used as a complementary tool in the early detection of various diseases, aiding in faster and more accurate diagnoses. Therefore, a dog's sense of smell not only helps in everyday tasks, but can also save lives by identifying serious illnesses early on. Dogs have a proven calming effect on people, capable of lowering cortisol levels, which is known as the stress hormone. Cortisol is produced by the adrenal glands in response to stressful or threatening situations. Elevated levels are crucial for survival in emergencies, as they help mobilize energy and respond to danger. However, chronically high cortisol levels can have negative health effects. Excess cortisol can lead to various issues such as increased blood pressure, suppression of the immune system, weight gain, digestive problems, anxiety, depression, and difficulties with concentration and memory. Essentially, while cortisol is useful in acute stress situations, its chronic elevation can be detrimental to physical and mental well-being. Interaction with dogs can help reduce these cortisol levels. Spending time with a dog, petting them, or simply being in their presence can trigger the release of oxytocin, known as the love hormone, which counteracts the effects of cortisol, helping to relax and reduce stress. This is one of the reasons why dogs are so valued as emotional support and therapy animals, as their presence can significantly contribute to improving people's mental and emotional health. Recently, there has been growing interest in teaching dogs to talk, using buttons that emit recorded words. This innovative method has been popularized by trainers and scientists seeking to better understand communication between humans and dogs. The buttons are programmed with specific words like food, play, or walk, and dogs are trained to press the corresponding buttons when they want to communicate. The learning process involves associating an action or need with a specific word. For example, when a dog wants to go for a walk, it might press the button that says walk, clearly indicating its desire. Over time and with practice, some dogs can combine words to form simple phrases like want to play or mom, food. While dogs don't understand words the way humans do, they can make strong associations between the button's sounds and their experiences and needs. This method of communication offers a new and fascinating way to understand what dogs want or need, as well as strengthening the bond between dogs and their owners. The success of this training varies depending on the dog, its intelligence, and the patience of the owner, but the results so far have been impressive, showing that dogs can, in a sense, learn to talk to us in a way we never imagined. However, despite becoming increasingly clever, dogs are still dogs. Many dogs chase their tails because they don't realize it's part of their own body. There's also a tendency for dogs to poop facing north. What does this mean? No one knows. But dogs are much closer to our reality than we might think. Dogs dream. suffer from anxiety, ADHD, and depression. Music has a similar effect on their brains as it does on humans. The life of a dog, though full of love and loyalty, is sadly short. For many small breeds, the time we have with them can reach 12 to 16 years, but for larger dogs, this time is even shorter, averaging just 8 to 12 years. Some breeds, like the Chihuahua, can be with us for up to 18 years, but others, like the majestic Great Dane, may leave us in just 7 to 10 years. It's heartbreaking to think that these loyal companions have so little time by our side, and as much as we try to extend their lives with good care, the reality is that every moment with them is precious because we know that one day they will be gone. Dogs spend a good portion of their lives sleeping, often more than we realize. It's not uncommon for a dog to sleep through the night and still rest for half the day. This behavior might seem excessive, but it's normal for them. Unlike humans, who have a more concentrated sleep cycle, dogs have a more fragmented sleep pattern, dividing their time between naps and periods of wakefulness. For dogs, sleep is essential to maintaining energy and well-being. That's why, if you observe closely, you'll see them spending many hours simply lying down, relaxing, and recharging. It's a life that, though short, is lived with much tranquility and rest. Now, the most important question: do dogs truly love us? When we look into a dog's eyes, it's hard not to feel that the love they have for us is pure and unconditional. These innocent and loyal beings have the ability to love us with a strength that often seems supernatural. Think of a soldier who, after months or years away from home, returns from war and is greeted with indescribable joy by their dog. That being, who doesn't understand the complexities of the world, only knows that the person they love has come home. The wagging tail, the leaps of joy, the sparkling eyes, all are clear demonstrations of a love that never wavered, even with time and distance. This type of connection is something that few beings can offer, and it's proof of how deeply dogs can connect with those they love. So, at the end of the day, it's impossible to deny, dogs know how to love. And it's this purity, this honesty of feeling, that makes a dog's love something so precious and worthy of celebration. Don't miss our latest video, Nelson Mandela, Hero or Fraud, where we explore the complexity of one of history's most iconic figures. See you next time.